Introduction. Hemidactylus platypus is a small lizard from Southeast and South Asia, now also found in the United States. It is nocturnal, adept at climbing, and attracted to hunt insects. It is easily recognized by the extra skin on the sides of its body and tail that help it glide. It is about 6 inches long with a flat tail, large head, sticky padded toes, and eyelidless eyes. Its body color changes according to the light, with dark pattern at night and bright pattern during the day. It is well camouflaged in its surroundings, and young lizards have more distinct tail pattern. For objective, identified morphology characteristic and adaptations of Hemidactylus platypus. Second, study the habits and natural and artificial habitats of this species.
Okay, now into the data collection and variables. First, for the occurrence data, the location markers represents the occurrence records of a species in the selected region, which is mainly around Selangor and Kuala Lumpur. And it is used for model the species range for EOO and AOO, which are essential in NICAM modeling or conservation analysis. And for the environmental predictors, it is commonly overlaid with occurrence data to assess habitat suitability using modeling tools, and shaded area could be the result of spatial analysis using these predictors, helping to estimate the species potential range. Then for the data sources, the occurrence data was sourced from GBIF, which is a suffix for Global Biodiversity Information Facility, and its AOO and EOO were visualized throughout GeoCat as shown here. And then this is for ensures data reliability and wide geographic coverage. For EOO, which is extent for occurrence, which the calculated areas for this species is around 9 million kilometer persegi. It is around estimation. And then which is describe the outer boundary that encompass the all known occurrence points. And it is no change recorded, implying no reduction or expansion from the previous measurement. Then into the area of occupancy, the calculated area, which is 52k kilometer persegi, and describes the actual area where the species is currently known to occupy, which is not just the outer boundary. And it also shows 0% change, meaning the occupancy also remains the same. So I'll pass it to the next person. Thank you.
Modeling methodology. First, study area selection. Natural and artificial areas recorded presence of H. platypus. Second, field observation. Conduct at night using visual encounter survey, VSS, and GPS. Third, morphological measurement. Measure body length, tail, and record key physical characteristics. 4. Record habitat parameters. Temperature, humidity, surface type, and illumination are recorded. 5. Species distribution modeling. Use GIS and Maxent to predict distribution based on field data. 6. Behavioral observation. Record movement, response to light, and feeding behavior. 7. Lastly, and data analysis. Test the relationship between species presence, habitat factor, and morphological variation.
These are the results that we get from running the Maxent software. The first one is maximum suitability map. This map shows the highest suitability value at each location for the species, and the red zone indicates that the location is suitable for the species, while the darker shade of blue means it were not suitable for the species. And the second one, the minimum suitability map, it represents the lowest suitability prediction for each pixel. And for the third map, we have the average, which combine both maximum and the minimum suitability map to balance out the prediction.
Okay, the model achieved an accuracy of 0.744, indicating fair accuracy in predicting the species distribution. Second one, the accuracy curve lies above the random line, showing the model performs better than chance at distinguishing suitable habitats. And the third one, model accuracy can be improved by refining environmental variables or using better occurrence. The predicted omission rate, there's a green line, closely follows the mean omission on test data. There's a blue line, indicating that the model's predicted distribution aligns well with actual observation. The second one, at low cumulative thresholds, higher than 20%, the omission rate remains below 0.2, showing the model is highly sensitive and captures most present points in predicted suitable areas. The last one, the blue and orange shaded areas represent standard deviation. The relatively narrow blue band around the omission curve suggests that the model has low variability and stable predictions across replicate runs.
So for the result, the model result show that gecko prefer urban and moderately vegetated area. For the AUC value, it show we got the 0.744 and it's consistent omission rate. This result very important for our conservation because it can help the species and if we can know the species is not threatened because it can spread into a new area. The third is the SDM result can be used to monitor our species expansion and it can guide biodiversity to do the conservation, and we can make the urban planning to the developing area.
My name is Muhammad Farhan bin Nasir. I will now present the limitation and recommendation related to our medicine habitat suitability model for Hemidactylus platyurus. To start with the limitation, one of the main issues is that medicine use presents only data. This means we lack a set of information, which can limit the model ability to define a true ecological ranges of the species. Additionally, the model highlights high habitat suitability in urban and lowland coastal areas, but this may be influenced by the sampling bias, as the data collection is typically easier in the human-modified environment compared to remote or forested regions. Another limitation is the lack of biotic interaction data, such as presence of predator or competition, which can significantly influence the actual species distribution but is not reflected in the current model. Lastly, environmental variable use may finally scale habitat features like microclimate, humidity, or roosting site availability, which are important for accurately modeling gecko behavior and habitat use. Moving on to the recommendation, first we suggest to to expand the data collection to include less sampled areas like highland or forest hedges. This would help to balance the model and reduce the bias. Second, we can enhance the model performance by adding more detailed environmental variables, especially related to land use, humidity, vegetation structure, which can reflect the gecko actual habitat presence more closely. That is the most important, uh, is to conduct a field validation, visiting predicted suitable area to confirm whether the species is actually present. This helps to verify and improve the model reliability. In addition, applying ensemble modeling technique or comparing a medicine with the other tool like random forest or GAP can provide a more robust and confident prediction. Lastly, incorporating temporal change, such as urban expansion or climate trend, would allow us to understand how habitat suitability may shift over time. By addressing this limitation and following the recommendation, we can refine the model to better support conservation and ecological understanding of Hemidactylus platypurus. Thank you.
Alright, so for the conclusion, the case study concludes by demonstrating the great efficiency of ecological modeling, particularly using Maxent in forecasting the range of invasive species such as Hemidactylus platyurus. Its proliferation is greatly aided by environmental elements include temperature and precipitation as well as species competition. While combining GBIF data with GIS tools enables true and scientific forecast indicators such as Shoners D and Heligus as I8 in more precisely quantifying niche overlap. This is crucial for comprehending the effect of climate change and creating future management and conservation plans that work.